All right, y'all. Lunchtime sculpt. Because I don't have anything prepared to eat. And I don't feel like making anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and work on my girl here. It's quiet in the house. My son is at work. Nighttime is in his room. And the second I walk through the door, I locked him in there. Because I do that. Because otherwise he's so happy to see somebody home that when I'm trying to work, it gets to be a little too much. He can be really annoying and insistent about getting the attention that he wants to get from you. And I don't always have time for that. So it's better to just go ahead and lock the door and take away that avenue for him to be able to just get to annoy me and call it a day. All right, so we're gonna put that, her head right about here. And I'm just looking to see how much more clay I need to add to make that look full. Not much, just some more right around the top here. So let me open up the serrating tool and I'll just add that in there. I don't think I'm even going to need any slip. I'll just spray that a little bit. All of this clay should be pretty soft and pliable for me to just press in. So that's what I'm gonna do. I can add the details a little bit later, but I just want to, before I go back to work, have this part finished, the head and the neck attached. And I'm debating on, do I let it sit out? Because I'll be back home in 4 hours. It might dry too fast. I'm concerned about that. So I don't think I'm gonna let it sit out. I think I'll just loosely tint it. And as soon as I get home, I can open it up and let it sit out. And, you know, after an hour or so, it may be at a workable point where I feel like going in and adding the details. We'll see. Ooh, that's too much. This is real soft, so I think it's going to stick to the edge of the vessel really well. All right, I think that's enough. I'm gonna try to sit this here. Okay, it sat there nicely. Now, last night I had put a lot of slip on here and then ended up getting lazy and decided not to go ahead and add in the neck. So now I've got to add more slip. So I'm just gonna shake up the jar. Woohoo! That stinks. Oh my God. That smells so bad. Oh my God. That's a smell that makes you just stop and contemplate life. Like, should anything smell like that? All right, I think that's plenty of slip in that area. Gonna roll out a quick coil for the neck. Let's cover this slip up right now. All right, so I'm gonna make a pretty thick coil for the neck because I just need it to be able to be joined. And I can go ahead and later on this evening really trim it down considerably. So let's just make sure it's nice and compacted, rolling it around into a ball. flattening out the tops and the bottoms like that, just because that part is going to, you know, go down onto the figure itself. Serrating the edges really well. I'm going to have to serrate the underside of her head. So let's go ahead and knock that out. And all along the sides, because all of that clay is going to come up onto there and have to be shaped better later. All right, so we've got the slip. We got the fat neck. They'll have to be trimmed down. And remember, always position it leaning forward some, because nobody's neck shoots straight up. So I'm just holding this as I squish. And I'm just going to pull down. All right, so again, you see she looks really crazy right now. I have been sculpting off camera the whole time. Well, that was an absolute waste. So guys, I didn't think to check the position of the camera. So pretty much everything that I was narrating and that was happening where you couldn't see it. So this was a waste of recording time. But I just have to tell myself that this was not something that was meant to be shared for whatever reasons. And that's why that happened the way that it did. And make myself believe that so I won't have the sads, which I pretty much have right now. I don't like when I do things and it's just, you know, a rush and it's stupid and it could have been avoided, especially because I've done it before. So it's like, at what point do you learn, sis? And clearly the answer to that is not until I've done the same stupid thing several times. So there's that. I don't have the time to finesse this neck right now, but I will when I come back from work, when I get home this evening. But for right now, this will have to do because that's all the time that I have. So anyway, it's a little further along than when I first got here. Let's go ahead, change this light. And do a slow spin for you so you can see how this piece is coming along. And I think it's just beautifully shaped, a very interesting piece. And this will definitely, let me change the way this camera's angled. Sorry guys. So this will not be ready for Element of Surprise online art sale in October. Date soon to be announced, very soon. So make sure that you send your email address over so that you can get the date announcement and 2 reminders. 1 reminder probably about 3 days before the sale. Another one a couple of hours before the sale, because we all get busy, and you know, even when you set reminders, you dismiss the alarm, and then the next thing you know, you get into something and you still manage to freaking forget. So let's avoid all of that, and you can put that in my hands and I'll make sure you're taken care of. So this is the piece, and she's going to take I don't think an inordinate amount of time to dry, but a good little amount of time to dry. And this is part of the Vessel Goddess series, and these are the Vessel Goddesses. They are sharing the weight of holding whatever is in this vessel, whatever it represents and signifies for you. They are in a very sisterly vibe, and they are carrying it together. So I think individually it would be too heavy for one, but united, they both can get the contents delivered to exactly where they need to be. And that might be family, that might be helping out another sister in need, that might be helping out a brother in need. However you interpret this piece, I think that it's exquisite and it's going to look beautiful wherever you display it. So be on the lookout for it in December, because I think that's when it'll be ready. If not, the next Element of Surprise online sale, because it's going to be happening every other month, would be February. So either December or in February, this piece may be available to you. That's if Mulberry Art Gallery doesn't snatch it up. That's the only other person that is getting an opportunity to lay claim on any of these creations. They're always going to be premiered first on the Element of Surprise online art sale. And if they're not acquired when the sale is going on, then it goes up on the website at its regular price. You missed your shot. But don't worry, I'm prolific if nothing else. I am always creating. There will always be something new for you to fall in love with and have, all right? So we are clocking this, and I've been talking for a while, so let's just call it 15 minutes. And I'm going to lightly tint her, then look, cover them up, and then we'll get a lot more work done on this evening. I'm excited. I can't wait. Thank you as always for hanging in there with me. Peace.